In the early 1990s, video games were flat. Not boring flat. I mean literally flat. You ran left to right. You jumped on platforms. You shot things that moved in straight lines. The world looked like a cartoon side view. That was fun. But a small group of crazy geniuses in a messy office in Texas asked a dangerous question: what if we put the camera inside the character's eyes? What if you felt like you were actually walking through a dark, scary corridor? What if monsters came at you from every direction and you could barely breathe? Everyone said it was impossible. The computers were too slow. The screens were too small. No one had ever done it before. But those crazy geniuses did it anyway. And they accidentally changed gaming forever. This is the story of the Doom engine. The code that made you feel like you were there. Let me take you back to 1991. A company called ID Software is born in a tiny office in Mesquite, Texas. The office smells like pizza, sweat, and ambition. The team has 4 people. John Carmack is the programming wizard. John Romero is the design master. Adrian Carmack makes the art. Tom Hall writes the stories. They are all in their early 20s. They have no money, no big publisher, no backup plan. Just pure talent and a terrifying amount of caffeine. Their first big success is a game called Wolfenstein 3D. It came out in 1992. You play a prisoner escaping a Nazi castle. The walls look like walls. The corridors look like corridors. When you walk forward, the world gets bigger. When you turn, the world spins. It is not true 3D like we have today, but it fakes it so well that your brain believes it. Wolfenstein is a hit. Millions of people download it. But John Carmack is not happy. He knows Wolfenstein is just a trick. The floors and ceilings are flat colors. You cannot look up or down. The level is like a flat maze with wallpaper. Carmack wants more. He wants real 3D. He wants floors that go up and down. He wants stairs you can climb. He wants bridges you can walk under and over. He wants rooms floating above other rooms. He wants the world to feel solid and alive. His friends say, "Carmack, that is impossible. The computers will melt." Carmack says nothing. He just writes code. For months, he stays up until 3 in the morning, typing line after line. He creates something beautiful. A new way to draw the world that is fast, smooth, and surprisingly clever. He calls it the Doom engine. It can render different floor and ceiling heights. It can handle light and dark. It can make walls at any angle, not just straight squares. Most importantly, it runs on ordinary home computers that families bought at the mall. That was the magic. Carmack did not build a supercomputer. He built a miracle for normal people. Now the team starts making the actual game. They call it Doom. The story is simple. You are a space marine. You did something bad. You are sent to Mars as punishment. A secret experiment opens a portal to hell. Demons pour through. Everyone is dead. You are the only one left. Your mission: shoot everything that moves. That was it. No long speeches. No sad backstory. Just you, a shotgun, and an army of nightmares. The team works like wild animals. Romero designs levels that twist and turn and surprise you. Adrian Carmack draws monsters that are genuinely scary. Imps that throw fireballs. Pink demons that look like angry bulldogs from hell. A giant floating skull with horns. The sound designer goes into a bathroom with a microphone and hits a metal trash can to make the shotgun blast. The door sounds come from an office chair rolling on tiles. Everything is homemade. Everything feels raw. In December 1993, they released Doom. But not the way games were usually released. No boxes in stores. No commercials on TV. They put it on the internet. For free. The first episode was free. If you liked it, you could mail them money for the rest. That was crazy. No one had ever done that before. But the internet was new, and ID software was brave. Within weeks, the internet breaks. Thousands of people try to download Doom at the same time. College students skip class to play. Offices find that their employees are spending hours running through Martian hallways. Parents are horrified. The news calls it a murder simulator. But the players do not care. They are experiencing something they have never felt before. Fear. Real fear. You walk down a dark corridor. The lights flicker. You hear a growl behind you. You spin around. Nothing. You turn back. A demon is in your face. You scream. You blast it. Your heart is pounding. That was Doom. It did not just show you a scary picture. It put you inside the fear. That was the revolution. But Doom did something else that changed gaming forever. It let you play with your friends. Over a modem or a network. You and a buddy could fight through hell together. Or you could fight each other. Deathmatch. That word did not exist before Doom. After Doom, every shooter had to have deathmatch. Every game had to have multiplayer. Doom invented the way we play together online. And then Doom did something even bigger. It gave away the tools to make your own levels. Anyone with a computer could open the map editor and build their own castle, their own maze, their own nightmare. Thousands of people did. They shared their levels online. Suddenly, players were not just playing games. They were making them. That was the birth of modding. That was the birth of the creative community that now makes billions of dollars every year. Doom was so popular that it spread everywhere. People played it on hospital computers. On military bases. On school library machines. A rumor says that Doom was installed on more computers than Windows 95. That might not be true, but it feels true. Because everyone you knew had Doom. Now, why is this code so important? Why is it called the engine that changed gaming forever? Because every first-person shooter you have ever played came from Doom. Every Call of Duty. Every Halo. Every Destiny. Every Apex Legends. Every time you run through a hallway, aim a gun, turn a corner, and shoot an enemy, you are walking in the footsteps of John Carmack and his tiny team in Texas. They built the skeleton that every other game hung its meat on. Even games that are not shooters use ideas from the Doom engine. The way cameras move. The way 3D space feels. The way lighting sets a mood. Doom taught an entire industry how to build a world that feels real. And here is the beautiful ending. The Doom engine was not some secret locked away in a vault. Carmack published the source code years later. He gave it away for free. He said, "I want kids to learn from this. I want the next generation to build something better." And they did. Every modern game engine, from Unreal to Unity, owes a debt to that messy, brilliant, impossible code written in a Texas office at 3 in the morning. The next time you play a game and your heart races because a monster jumps out at you, or you turn a corner and see a beautiful vista, or you hear a friend's voice over chat as you fight together, remember Doom. Remember the Space Marine with the shotgun. Remember the flickering lights and the growl behind you. And remember that a handful of young geniuses with too much caffeine and no fear of the impossible changed gaming forever. Thank you for listening. If you want more stories about the code and the people behind your favorite games, subscribe and join us for the next one.